and you're on my podcast, Do You Have It? I'm here with Susan Shaw today of Dateless in Delray, and today we talk about what you wear on your first date. What happens when you wear a beautiful outfit and it speaks before you even say your first word? It's so important. The colors you wear and what's age appropriate. So let's dive in and welcome Susan. This is such an interesting topic. Of course, people want to know, what do you wear for first impressions? And that is absolutely true. Those statistics are true. Mm-hmm. It's not just talk about fashion. It's your business card. It's what you look like. The very few moments, and they say 7 seconds.
Yeah.
You have to be exuding from the inside out what you really feel like and how to dress to appear like this wonderful, energetic person that you really are.
Right. So what is the number one biggest style mistake that people typically make?
Well, most people are always wearing the same colors. They haven't evolved since, let's say, from 2 or 3 or 4 decades ago.
Right.
You know, you do have to modernize. You do have to wear color. You do have to wear something that reflects your personality, especially if you're on the first date. You want the person that you're meeting to feel and see. Now, remember, seeing is going to be the first step.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start speaking, that's the second step. He or she is not going to hear what you're saying if you don't look
put together.
Oh, if you don't look like what he or she is looking for, he's not interested or she's not interested.
Right. So what do you tell people, and how do you work with people that are in the older demographic and maybe they don't feel as body positive as they used to? And how do you work around some of the lumps and bumps?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to say this, and I'm not just saying this. This is really the truth. Age is a wonderful thing. As you age, you have wisdom and experience, and you're able to read people, and you're just a softer version of your young, aggressive self. Mm-hmm. So your fashion should also have that feeling when someone looks at you. Oh, well, she looks fun, and right. She looks like she's modern, and she's open to many things. That's the first thing before you even say, hi, my name is Kim Bolufé.
Yep. But what about, you mentioned color, but can you overdo it on the color? How do you know what's appropriate?
As a stylist, and I'm doing this for over 3 decades, I would first look at the person's complexion, hair color, and eye color.
Okay.
From there, I take it. You definitely want to wear colors that are happy and alive, but you don't want to be too flamboyant because you might scare your potential date. Right. You want to look not too sexy and definitely not too conservative, but somewhere in between, and something that makes you look alive and feel confident. I always recommend that you do see a stylist. It is very important because everyone has their profession.
Yep.
And someone that is a fashion guru will know how to make you look and feel, that's the most important, your best, so you're confident on your date.
That's so true. Confidence is so important. Do you work with people with their existing wardrobes, or do you insist that they pick up a few new pieces if they're trying to dress to impress?
Well, usually it would be better to recommend a modern look, today's woman, today's man. And 60% of my business is men's. I style the modern man. He could be divorced. He could just be coming out of a relationship. He wants to look like a powerful speaker on stage.
Yep.
He is also, he has to be aware of what he looks like so that he looks successful. Same thing for a woman. She's got to look feminine and youthful and open to new beginnings. You can't look like that if you're dressed too conservative. And if you go the other way, where you're exposing body parts on the first date.
Right?
No, no, no.
Okay, so it has to be somewhat conservative, but not old-fashioned, not frumpy. That's a really tough balance for a lot of people. They have their old wardrobe and their, like I said, their existing body, and how do they put it together and really feel great about themselves?
Well, if you are fortunate enough to meet a stylist, that's your first step. But if not, I always try to say go with monochrome. If you go with monochrome, you won't cut your body off in half. So you're going to look leaner. You're going to look more put together, and it's going to be easier to match your accessories. Accessories are sometimes more important than the outfit itself.
Really?
The accessories wake up the outfit. It really does.
So give me, if you would, some examples of appropriate accessories.
Okay, so let's say a woman is wearing, let's say what I'm wearing today. I'm adding a little bit of color.
So you're in, for those listening, a white and teal jumpsuit type of
Yes.
long sleeve, very Florida, very beautiful. Okay, what are you going with to enhance
Now, this
it?
is two-piece. Now, if I wasn't a stylist and I didn't know, let's say I bought the top and then I tried to match it with pants. I already cut off my body. I'm already going to look maybe a little shorter, slightly a little bit more frumpy, but instead my bottom matches my top perfectly. All right, so that already gives me the monochrome look. And then I add some jewelry, which also picks up the colors, the turquoise and the white in my two-piece outfit, and then a white belt to go across the waist. This already wakes up my outfit, and it has a little bit of sparkle because the jewelry is made of semi-precious stones. So already when you're meeting your first date, the impression is, oh, she's wearing color. She looks like a colorful person.
You look perfect for a first date, really. I noticed you're not wearing any watch or bracelets. Is that deliberate?
It's not deliberate. However, I do not wear my fine jewelry. I wear semi-precious stones, and it's because I don't want to be intimidating. If you wear a big fat Rolex on your first date, I'm going to tell you as a woman, it will be a little bit intimidating because you haven't met the man yet.
Right.
Now, some people would say, well, it doesn't matter. I'll come as I am. It's who I am. I've earned it, and I wear a big fat Rolex. Yes, of course, but all in good time.
Right, right. And other people might say, well, if a woman is going for a man of means, then anything that shows that his car and his watch, might reel her in. Who knows? But we're trying to be genuine, be our authentic selves through clothing, right?
Well, it's only going to work if you're genuine and you are your authentic self. And of course, women that work hard, that earn a place today in the world of business, in the world of CEO, if she can, and this would take a lifetime to learn, even for myself, to have the balance of soft, success, intellectual, emotional. You have to have all that. You can't just be this powerhouse and walk in with a business suit and be so aggressive, because obviously for me anyway, I want to be with a man, not someone that's exactly equal to me. Equal in business, yes, but still the roles that we play, I want to be the feminine and I want him to be the masculine. So I'm going to look the part and I'm going to sound the part.
Okay. All right. So what about things like athleisure? Are yoga pants ever acceptable on a date?
Well, I myself wear a lot of tracksuits just before I walk into my boutique because it's very modern. It does look very attractive. I mean, you have to have monochrome again, and it has to match. I mean, I'm not having my tummy stick out. And
if you had one, yes.
I do, and I do suck it in too, just as I am right now. But I do wear monochrome beautiful tracksuit. It is very modern. It is today. I wear beautiful sneakers with it, sometimes a baseball cap. It is very sexy and very attractive. As long as it's put together very well and it doesn't look worn or sloppy.
Right.
Even the bag you carry with your athletic wear is very important. You know, a nice little tote bag. You look modern. You go into the gym. You look like you take care of yourself. You just had a smoothie or a raw juice.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay. Image is everything.
Yes.
Any horror stories from your boutique or from styling people? What's one of the crazy things that you run into?
Okay, like, you know, I do have matchmakers that come to me to help their clients, and then they show me a photograph of their client, and I already know with one look what size, what to put them in. However, to my surprise, and it's happened many times already, they bring in the client and the client looks nothing like the photo.
Okay. So the same thing we encounter on the dating apps, outdated photos. Even for a styling session, they send you misleading photos. So
that's a no-no.
Yeah, you got to revisit the whole strategy.
Yes.
Try to work with what we have. Yeah. And, you know, the proof is in real life. People can put any photo up they want, but when they're in the room with someone, the truth is apparent.
I think it's actually worse. If you put a photo up of yourself from 20 years ago and the person comes and meets you, doesn't even know it's you, unrecognizable, it's just a bad start. Very bad. Of course, today in the world of photography, videos, Instagram, Facebook, as I know all this very well, everyone uses Photoshop, but you just want to do a little bit so that when you meet the person, you know, oh, there she is. That's her.
Right.
Very important.
Not her in college, but her today.
Yes, and whatever size he or she is. I'm not just talking about her. I'm talking about him as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. No hiding behind old photos. Let's talk about divorce, fashion after divorce. So how do you dress for the new you when you're getting back out there?
Now, I get a lot of that. If a woman has just been divorced or a man and they come see me and people book appointments with me and they usually spend an hour to 4 hours, depending on what they really need. And they say to me, you know, I'm recently single. I don't know what's out there. I've raised my entire family. I've chased a career my whole life. I don't know. Fashion was the last thing on my radar.
Right.
What do I do? I'm lost. I said, you've come to the right place. I know by one look exactly what to put you in. First of all, for today's man, let's talk about the man. Or let me try to combine it, man and woman. You don't want to look like a teenager.
Right.
No way. You don't want to dress what's trendy. You want to dress what's contemporary for the modern man and the modern woman. That's age appropriate. And what is age appropriate?
Age appropriate. Very important. Yeah.
Very.
What is it?
Age appropriate is still having a exciting look, not overexposing yourself, not wearing something too tight and too loose. You want to wear something that is representative of who you are today. Confidence, power, strength.
Right.
It's a new day. It's a new start. Let me try something new.
Right. So post-divorce, it can also be post-retirement. People are sort of having a fresh start, as you say. So during these life transitions, what are the first 3 pieces someone should be able to add to their wardrobe to feel fabulous? Okay,
let's start with the man. A man should always have at least 3 shades of jeans. Then he's set. He's set pretty much for the year. He has to have a dark wash. Mm-hmm. He has to have a medium wash and a light wash. And why? The dark one without any rips, tears, or distressing will be his dress jean. And today, a man's jean that fits well will will represent the more sophisticated, dressy attire he's about to match it up with. The medium one is from day to night, and the light wash is just for day. So he needs that.
Okay. So 3 pairs of jeans, guys.
Yes.
And what goes on top?
What goes on top is a long sleeve button down shirt with some color and contrasting stitching, contrasting lapel, buttons, and that will give him more of a youthful, contemporary, exciting.
The cuffs, I've seen the contrasting cuffs are really cool. Yeah.
Yes, the contrasting cuffs. And he would need a solid one with print, and one that's a little bit more bold, depending on who he's going to meet.
And here in Florida, we wear a lot of short sleeve button downs. Is that okay? Long sleeve, short sleeve. Okay.
Yes, it can be long sleeve or short sleeve. Yes.
Okay. And what about the shoes? Sneakers or loafers? What are we doing here?
Okay, the shoes are very important. Just so you guys are listening, women look at shoes.
Yes, we do.
Very important. That's one of the first things a woman's going to notice is what type of shoes he's wearing. The shoe is going to say a lot about the man.
Right. So what are the optimal casual shoes?
Now, if he likes sneakers, I'm going to suggest not to wear a running sneaker. Wear a leather sneaker with a contrasting sole, like a white sole, maybe a navy blue sneaker, but a dress sneaker, a beautiful leather sneaker. That's very appropriate and very in style right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, of course, if he wants to wear a shoe that's like an Italian style with a wingtip and shoelace, he can do that too. As long as the sole isn't too dressy, it's like hardwood, but the sole can be rubber, which makes it more modern. And then the third shoe could be a loafer, because people in Florida, men in Florida, love loafers, and they don't wear loafers with socks.
Right. So that's a good look, right?
That's an excellent look. And if he has that shirt, the pants I'm talking about, and the shoe, that's an excellent start.
Yeah, boat shoes. What about the boat shoes?
He can do boat shoes too.
Okay.
Yes, depending on his shirt. Yes.
All right. And then on a non-jeans day, what is he wearing?
Well, if he's going to be more dressed up and he wants to wear trousers, of course he can wear trousers with loafers or the wingtip shoe, but not the sneaker, and a short sleeve or long sleeve button down. And on his first date, don't be too flamboyant and don't be too corporate looking.
Right. Okay, so real quick on the ladies, the divorced women getting back out there, dresses versus pants. What are our capsule wardrobe pieces?
Okay, mostly what I hear from the men, they love women in dresses. They love that. So always try to expose your best assets. It could be your shoulders, where you wear off the shoulder top. Maybe it's your bust line. You can wear something not too low cut, but just a little bit revealing to show that you do have confidence and you're wearing this nice top showing just a little bit of the bust line. And don't wear the dress too short.
Right.
You can wear maxi, because maxi is very much in style. And you definitely want to put a lot of accessories. And I always say semi-precious stones. Look, women say all the time, no, but I want to wear my fine jewelry. This was very sentimental to me. Yes, of course. Keep that on, the sentimental piece of fine jewelry. But on top of that, layer it with a beautiful, substantial, colorful piece of jewelry that brightens your face.
Right.
Because that little fine piece of jewelry is beautiful, but it's lost.
Yeah.
And it's not fashion.
Right.
It's just emotional.
Gotcha. So what about dressing your age versus dressing your energy? Is there a middle ground that we can meet, whether we're men or women or young or old?
I think so. I think that dressing your age, of course, be appropriate. Do not have your skin exposed in areas that are not your best, let's say, and you're not confident with that. Wear color. I don't mean wear, flamboyant colors like fuchsia and lime green mixed together. I mean, like maybe you want to start off on your first date where one monotone, one monochrome look like, let's say, turquoise. Let's say you have dark hair or blonde hair. Your eyes are blue. Wear a turquoise outfit. Show just a little bit, but not too much. Maybe it could be your shoulder, a little bit of revealing that you have a nice upper body, and wear a magnificent piece of substantial jewelry. Wear a nice purse. And let me tell you, you're going to walk in like a breath of fresh air.
Yep.
I think so, really.
Yeah.
You can imagine this as I'm saying it, right?
Absolutely.
You can visualize it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you have styled celebrities. Are there any stories you can share about how the rich and famous are different from the rest of us, or what you've done with these people?
The rich and famous are not different. They have insecurities. They could be a professional in their field, but they're not professionals in fashion. So they need help too. They're no different than everyone else. The difference is they have the ability to switch to many different wardrobe changes. So they have to have many different looks. And if they don't like this, they can try this. Different than an ordinary person that just walks in off the street. However, as far as their confidence with fashion, they're no different.
Any specific people you can dish on that you've worked with?
Well, I don't talk about it too much, but I've styled many, many celebrities. And, you know, I even style Mark Randolph of the Elevator Pitch. He's the co-founder of Netflix. And he wears only the Bolufé sports jackets, the shirts, the jeans. The way I style him, he absolutely loves it. And he is a very confident man already.
Right.
But now it's taken it to another level. Before he even speaks, they see him walking in. Before he says his first word. And that says a lot.
Right. Your clothing speaks for you. Interesting. Wow. Amazing stuff that you're sharing. Let's talk a little about date night dressing, from coffee to cocktails. What's the protocol for a coffee date, a happy hour date, or dinner date?
Okay. Well, if you want to do coffee, okay, I do think it's a good idea to wear your tracksuit, because it looks like you just came from the gym, you took a walk on the beach, you have a coffee in your hand or a juice.
Right.
Okay. Now you said lunch, right? A lunch date?
Oh, could be lunch, yep.
Okay. That was for breakfast, all right? That was for a morning coffee. And then for lunch, you want to wear something casual, colorful, because this is Dateless in Delray. So we're talking about Delray Beach, which is the mecca of dating.
Absolutely.
Shopping, fashion, music. Everyone that comes to Delray is looking for the good life. Yes. And in that good life, there's a combination of food, music, fashion. So for a lunch date, wear something colorful and casual and just easy to walk around. So in case he wants to walk around with you, or she around Delray Beach, you're comfortable. Because when a woman's shoes are not comfortable, it shows in her face.
Oh, that is the truest thing. So how do you balance that? The shoes that are comfortable enough, you get a little heel, but they're still, you can walk.
Well, I would say go with a platform shoe, because a platform shoe, your foot is not on an incline. It's almost flat, and it gives you a little bit of height. And also, the platforms are very big today. And when I say platform, I also mean like a wedge shoe.
A wedge, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Totally. So now it's evening, and we're either at happy hour or we're going to a nice dinner. What are we wearing?
Okay, depending on where he's going to take you. Let's say he doesn't tell you, so you want to be prepared, right? Wear a beautiful, sexy dress. And again, when I say sexy, only reveal the parts that you are confident and maybe, again, one shoulder, a little bit of your your neckline, not too tight. You know, we all do bloat when we eat, right? So we want to wear a dress where if you do bloat, it's not going to show. It's not going to be obvious.
Oh, when does that ever happen?
So, yes. And maybe you just want to wear a beautiful dress. That's it. Monochrome. Start with monochrome. Don't try to mix the colors yourself. Even if you wear black and white, you're still cutting off your body.
Yes. Yeah, I can really see that. And there's so many people wear white pants with a black top, myself included. And I can see your point. Give a longer, more consistent line. Okay. And so if you don't want to wear a dress, what kind of for a woman, what kind of a very elegant outfit can you put together?
Okay, if you didn't want to wear a dress, I have always, one of my signature looks is a beautiful silk top with a matching silk bottom, again, for that monochrome look. And silk is flowy. Silk is not too tight. It's very soft and feminine. So it already exudes soft, feminine vibes when you wear a flowy silk outfit. And of course, I'm going to match it up with accessories because without the accessories, it's going to be blah and plain.
Yes.
The accessories is the pow. It's the wake up in the outfit.
Is that not just jewelry, but purses as well?
Purses, shoes, necklace, belt.
Okay. So I've gone on my date and now I'm going for the second date or the third date. How do I put together this outfit, this wardrobe that I don't have to keep running to TJ Maxx to get an outfit for the night, but I really have it pulled together and I know what goes with what? You know, how do you really build a plan for people?
Well, when people book an appointment with me as a stylist, I'm going to take that one outfit or two that they buy, and I'm going to show them how to make it into 4 outfits.
Oh, I like that.
That's so important because if she comes and buys 2 pieces, let's say 4 pieces, with all the accessories, meaning the necklace and the belt, maybe the shoes, hopefully the shoes, because that's so important, and the purse. We're going to take that and combine it into outfits that she'll get double or maybe triple the amount of outfits. So important.
So mix and match really is a thing. Okay.
Big thing.
Okay.
Men too, especially men.
So what's the one outfit you think every woman and every man should have? Just the ones, if they had to pick one outfit for multiple uses?
Well, there's no such thing as one perfect outfit. It depends on what your mood is that day and who you meet. I don't say, oh, let's have a little black dress. You know how you've heard that?
Yeah.
You must have one. Okay, yes, we all have a little black dress, but that's kind of passé. I'd say have one dress that makes you feel confident and colorful. That's more important, what he sees. Your personality will shine when you start talking, but you have to look the part. And for a man, on your I wouldn't say there's one look either. He has to have different looks. But again, if it were just one, start off with a clean pair of jeans, a beautiful button, short sleeve button down shirt, because we're in Florida, I'll say short sleeve, and loafers. But you can't just go with one. You just can't.
Right. Yeah, they call it a wardrobe for a reason.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay, Kim, we're going to do a little game here. I'm going to ask you some quick comparisons and you give me your feedback. Very easy. Red lipstick or nude gloss?
Nude gloss.
Sneakers on a date, yes or no?
For a woman, no, unless it's the morning coffee.
Jeans and a blazer or the little black dress?
And are we talking about women?
Yes.
Jeans or a blazer or a little black dress? The little black dress.
Okay. Worst style trend you wish would go away?
Overdone hair and makeup with too tight of clothing.
A style icon you'd love to dress for a date?
J-Lo.
J-Lo.
She has beautiful style. She has personality and confidence in her clothing.
Great. We'll have to, I'm sure she'd be happy to have you. Kim, your energy really is contagious, and clearly, you know what you're doing. You've been doing this for many, many years. So tell us what's next for your brand and your podcast. Do you have it? What do you have in the pipeline?
Well, I have many exciting things that are coming, but as on my previous podcast, I was at the Versace fashion show. I was there with Donatella and the celebrities, and it influenced my buying big time. I just came back from New York City. I was awarded top entrepreneur, Celebrity Fashion Stylist of the Decade.
Whoa.
So I have so much going on as far as more fashion shows, more celebrities to style, and of course my beautiful loyal followers that book an appointment with me. They're from all over the globe. They're not just from Florida. Most of them are from the other parts of the country, and they fly in with their whole families. They're going on vacation. They have a wedding to go to. I style everyone, and it's really fun, and it's very gratifying. It is truly fueled with purpose. I give them even more confidence than they already have.
Right, which is so important. So if someone does have a special event, you'll do formal styling for them?
Sure. I mean, every day of the week, I have appointments where people fly in. Sometimes it's a couple, sometimes it's a family. We're going, they say, to Morocco. We're going to Greece. Please, this is a family vacation. Or they're going to Croatia. They're having a wedding. There was a woman that came in. Her son was marrying a beautiful woman from India. Kim, I have to look spectacular. I'm the mother. I dressed her. Another woman came in for the Formula One in Miami. Oh my goodness. Oh, here's a great one I want to say.
Okay.
She says, how do I compete with these beautiful young women that are in Miami at the Formula One? All they have to do is wear almost nothing and they look gorgeous. I said, there's one thing that you will have that they don't have.
Oh, what is that?
They may have youth because they're in their 20s? And here you are, a woman that's mature and successful and has life's experience. You're going to be dressed to the nines. No one can compete with your outfit. Make sure you go to Formula One, come back and tell me what happens. And exactly that happened.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, young is beautiful and is cute. You can wear anything and look and get. It's okay. You can wear anything and you'll look okay.
Right.
Not when you're
mature.
No, you have to be dressed appropriately and to the nines and for the occasion. And she was.
I'm inspired by that mission. How do people reach you to set up the appointment?
Well, I am Kim Bolufé that owns the Bolufé Boutique on Atlantic Avenue in Delray Beach. I do a live show every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. live on Facebook, and it's a fashion tips type of show. It's not a selling show. It's a fashion tips, my life, my travels. And of course, you can always find me on Instagram, Facebook.
Okay, under Kim Bolufé?
Kim Bolufé.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure you're going to be getting a lot of interested people who realize they need to step up their wardrobe game. And this has been fantastic. Thank you so much for chatting. And I've loved sharing some of the thoughts that people have and the insecurities people have in the dating world. That it's not easy out there. But as you said, your clothes make the first impression before your personality.
Well, thank you so much, Susan Shaw. I really, really enjoyed this episode. This is an episode where Susan and I really dive in deep, and I enjoyed it so much. What's my pearl for today? It doesn't matter what your age is. It doesn't matter How many times you go on that first date, just remember that first date, you have to be dressed where you really show what's on the inside, on the outside, before you say your first word. So I want to thank everyone. You know where you can listen to this podcast. You can listen to me on Spotify, Heart Radio, wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, I have a live show every Tuesday night at 7:30 on Facebook, and I give you all the fashion tips for men and women. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for showing me the love. Mwah!